Hello everyone, welcome back to Pious Learning. We are here again with another video for class 9. This time we are moving towards the chapter motion. I know there is one or two things which are being left out in fundamental unit of life, but somehow I realized while taking the live sessions that most of you are finding these equation of motion very difficult and the graphical method of deriving them as very difficult topic. And this topic is also going to be there in class 11th, and many students, those who enter to class 11th and who are doing the motion, are not able to derive these. So we thought, okay, let's ease out your burden. Let's first derive these equations and then we will go and complete the chapter fundamental unit of life. So today, in today's class, we will be doing the equation of motion by graphical method. If you like our content, please do like and share it with your friends. If you want to attend our live sessions, you can contact us under the below given numbers which are given. So before not wasting much of the time, let's derive these equation of motion. I am writing down the equation of motion. I hope you all have done the chapter motion, and there are three equations of motion that we use. First is V is equals to U plus AT, where V represents final velocity, U represents initial velocity, and A represents the acceleration and T represents the time. So these equation of motion we will be deriving using a graph. The graph we draw is a velocity time graph for a body which is having uniform acceleration. See, uniform acceleration means the velocity of an object is changing at an equal interval of time. Let's imagine that the acceleration is 2 meter per second square and the initial velocity of the particle is 5 meter per second, then every second the velocity will increase by 2. So next second it will be 7 meter per second, then next second it will be 9 meter per second, and such kind of motion in which a body undergoes the equal change in velocity in equal interval of time is known as uniformly accelerated motion, which could also be said as one of the type of a non-uniform motion. So let's start with the first equation of motion. I have written the first equation over here. V is equals to U plus AT. Let's consider the graph of a body having initial velocity U and the final velocity V marked on the velocity time axis, and it takes time T to reach to the point V. The time taken is T from U to V. Now, I mark the points as A for U and B for V. C and D are the points to draw the perpendiculars on the time axis and on this line. Now, if I asked you to write down BD, अभी अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि write down BD, then how will you write BD? अगर अभी मैं आपको बोलूँ कि आप BD लिखिए, let's mark this point as C so that there is no confusion to you, क्योंकि NCERT में जैसा मार्क किया हुआ है अगर वैसे से मार्क्स रहेंगे तो आपके लिए आसान रहता है लर्न करना. So this point is marked as C and this point is marked as D. So I just changed that, but it doesn't make a difference actually. So if I asked you to write down BC, how will you write down BC? BC could be written as BD plus DC. Yes, it could be written as BD plus DC. From here, if I ask you to calculate BD, then BD will be equal to BC minus DC. What is BC? This BC is nothing but same as that of O. Mark this as any point E. Mark it as point E. OE. Your BC is same as that of OE. As you can see, these are two parallel lines and parallel lines have same magnitude. Similarly, if I ask you to write down CD, CD will be also same as that of OA. So CD will be also same as that of OA. Substituting both the values in your equation, in this equation, then what do you get? You get BD is equals to OE minus OA. What is OE? OE is a magnitude V, that is velocity V. OA is velocity u. So this could be written as v minus u. Mark it as equation number 1 and leave it for the time being. ठीक है, इसको इक्वेशन नंबर 1 मार्क करिए और फॉर द टाइम बीइंग लीव इट ओवर है. नाउ यू नो दैट द एक्सेलरेशन इज नथिंग बट चेंज इन वेलोसिटी with respect to time. If I asked you to write down the formula for acceleration, then what will you write? Acceleration will be change in velocity upon time. Now, what is change in velocity? In this case, what is change in velocity? If this is u and OE is v, so the change, how much is the increase in velocity? AE, increase in velocity किसके बराबर है? AE के बराबर, क्योंकि change कितना हुआ? AE, पहले u था, अभी v हो गया O से लेकर के E तक, तो जो change कितना आया? That will be equal to AE and AE is equal to BD. AE is equals to BD and the time taken is T, OC, that is time taken T, which could be written as BDT. So from this equation I can write down BD is equals to A into T. Mark this as equation number 2. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. On comparing 1 and 2, what do I get? V minus U is equals to AT or V is equals to U plus AT. This is first equation of motion where V represents final velocity, U represents initial velocity and A represents the uniform acceleration. That's what I discussed, that the acceleration is constant with which the velocity is increasing. So that's my first equation of motion. इस तरीके की statement you are supposed to write down in each derivation. So I will not be erasing it. Once I'll move to the second equation of motion, it will be here only. I'll just write down second equation of motion. You please note it down. Practice these derivation twice or thrice and then we will do the numericals for the same. This is very important actually. Somehow in most of the exams it comes up with the 5 marks. है ना, अगर 5 marks का derivation नहीं भी आता है तो it can come as a numerical also. So these equations are very important for you to learn in class 9 and for 11th also you have 2 ways of deriving it. The first one is a graphical method, the other method you will follow is a calculus method. So you can do the graphical method over here and in the coming videos we'll also post a method to derive these equations using calculus method. I am writing the second equation over here, which is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. S is equals to UT plus half AT square, where S represents the distance traveled or displacement. ठीक है, S क्या represent करता है? Distance traveled or displacement. UAT आपको already पता है. Now we'll use the same graph, same method, same statements, but this time I will write down area under the triangle. Okay, this time I'll write down area under the curve. If you have studied the graphs, you know that area of a VT graph gives you distance or displacement, है ना, and a slope of a VT graph gives you acceleration. ये सब चीजें आपने already पढ़ी हैं. So I am just writing down. We know that area under VT graph gives distance traveled. Okay, so we know that area under the VT graph gives you distance traveled. So let's now start with the area. Let's write down the area. S is equals to UT plus half AT square we are going to derive. Now area under curve AB क्या होगा? This is the area ना, this is the whole area which is under the AB curve. Now S is equals to area. Area क्या है? Area A B D C O, ये पूरा area. ठीक है, A B D C O. Now this could be written as area of a triangle ABD and area of this rectangle. है ना, इस पूरे एरिया को अगर मुझे कैलकुलेट करना हो तो आई कैन डिवाइड इट इनटू टू पार्ट्स. आई कैन राइट डाउन एज एरिया ट्रायंगल ABD plus area rectangle, and the rectangle is ADCO. Okay, so this will be ADCO. Now writing down the triangle ABD, area triangle ABD. What is the area of a triangle? That is half perpendicular into base. Half into perpendicular into base plus area of a rectangle क्या होता है? Length into breadth. Let's now write down what is the perpendicular. Perpendicular is BD, base is AD. So half BD into AD plus, in this case, what is my length? OC and OA. So OC into OA. Let's substitute the values. Half BD. What is BD? What is BD? BD you just calculated in the first equation that BD is equals to AT. आपने कैलकुलेट किया था वहां पे कि BD जो है वो AT के बराबर है. दो इक्वेशंस लिखी थी, वहीं से सब्सटीट्यूशन कर रही हूँ BD के लिए AT. और AD is nothing but OC. AD is nothing but OC, which is nothing but time, T. Plus, what is OC again? Good, that's T. What is OA? It's U. So what do I have? S is equals to half AT square plus UT, which is nothing but S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So you get the same equation, that is second equation of motion. You have to do nothing. You just have to find out the area of triangles, area of a triangle and rectangle. Now let's move to third equation of motion. Third equation of motion says V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. Once again, V represents the final velocity, U represent initial velocity, A being the acceleration and S being the distance or displacement. Same रहेगा सब कुछ, वही ग्राफ बनाना है, वही सब कुछ लिखना है. Now we'll change the derivation. Once again, the distance traveled will be given by area under the VT graph. पर इस बार हम area of a trapezium लिखेंगे. पहले हमने area of ट्रायंगल प्लस रेक्टेंगल लिखा था. ठीक है, सो वंस अगेन सेम रहेगा सब कुछ. S is equals to area ABDCO. This is nothing but a trapezium, and area of a trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides into height. सब्सटीट्यूशन करिए सारी चीजों के लिए. पैरेलल साइड कौन सी है? OA और CB. These two are parallel side and this is the height or a perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides. So this is half. Parallel side is OA plus CB and the height is OC. Once again, let's do the substitution. OA is U and CB is nothing but OE, which is V. Now OC क्या है? What is OC? That is T. Let's mark it as equation number 1 and leave it for the time being. Now go back to your first equation of motion. First equation of motion. What does first equation of motion says? According to first equation of motion, V is equals to U plus AT or V minus U is equals to AT. I can write down T is equals to V minus U by A. Substituting this value of T in your equation number 1. Substituting this value of T in your equation number 1, I am writing on that side of the board. So I have S is equals to half V plus U and v minus u by a. Now a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square, which could be written as half v square minus u square upon a s. Take 2a on this side, so I have 2as is equals to v square minus u square, or v square. This is nothing but third equation of motion. This is nothing but third equation of motion. This is very simple, just two practices, twice or thrice, draw the graph, mark the points, derive it, it's very easy. We'll also practice the numericals in the further coming sessions, but before that you should be through with these derivations. If you want to attend our live sessions, please contact us on the below given numbers. If you really like our content, please do like, share and comment. That motivate us to come up with more such good videos for you. Okay, bye-bye everyone. Keep watching Pious Learning.